All right. I kept y'all waiting long enough. I do apologize. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm a little bit late. I got stuck over at the coffee shop. I went to my little local place. I ordered online. It turns out I shouldn't have done that because they never got my order until, yeah. So anyway, long story short, we are here. We're live. The sun is rising. That's why I wanted to go live. Sim time is wound back at 6:11 a.m. right now. We've got about a 7 a.m. departure slot for San Jose. And today it's going to be a fun one. I'm really looking forward to this because we're going to do it the old school way, although it's still very new school compared to the old school way of doing flight plan stuff. But we're so used to just clicking sim brief, route, go, blah. We miss a lot of the little stuff. And when I first started flying a jet, I'm very fortunate that the guy that was teaching me and showing me the ropes, we talked about flight planning and things to look for and all that stuff. And I mean, I already knew how to do flight planning. I was already a CFII instructing and stuff, but just to put it to practical use was a lot of fun. So we're going to do that today. Now, back when I was doing this portion of my career flying jets and stuff, early on, we used something called flightplan.com most likely, or in conjunction with AirNav, just websites that kind of help you show the last filed flight plans between these two destinations. But if there wasn't, then you were kind of, at liberty to do whatever you want to do. Now, there's other software tools you could use and pay for, but we try to do everything that was free tools. So we're going to do that today. It's going to be fun. I know the tail number's jacked up. I should have switched liveries to the red one because that countdown citation that you saw there, that's actually on the ramp in Scottsdale, the same exact spot that I'm sitting right here right now. That one would share not necessarily our hangar, but the hangar next to us. So it was pretty cool. There is a red and black livery on that we have too, but I don't know. I picked this livery up. I thought it was cool, and then I realized the tail number is painted on, which is super mid. So anyway, we need. I put 2 livery requests on the Flight Sim TO. It's probably not going to come to fruition, but if anybody is looking for them, I have 2 of them. One for the F406 to make it an Ameriflight livery. And then I also made one for the 877 Sierra Delta, the CJ3. After I left, they repainted it. So we had a 550 Bravo, a CJ2, and then a CJ3. And the new paint job on the CJ3 was pretty sweet. And I thought it would look cool on the 10 as well if someone could kind of get it close. But anyway, I will come back to that at a later time. So let's get into it. I'm going to skip the shout outs. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. Sorry for being late. I hate being late. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Even though I know it's my own stream here, it just feels weird to keep everybody waiting. So Flight Plan is a great website for private jet operators and brokers. Yeah, it is, man. It is. I have also been studying. I use the term studying lightly. I've been watching videos of the Citation 10 guy on YouTube. What is it? John Kellgren, I think. Very informative guy. I guess he's the one that was helping Flight FX along the way. So, man, I watched a ton of his videos last night. There's definitely some things I was doing wrong, but I've picked up on them, and I think at least I've eliminated some things that I've been doing wrong. Not all of them, but I'll try to show you those different techniques or procedures today. So multiplayer on this one, yes, I will be on multiplayer, but I don't have anything filed yet, Diabetic Lad. You know what? I might have had all players off now that I think about it. I will check it after we flight plan, because what I'm going to show you right now is we're not even going to be able to look at the jet. I wish we had a detailed Scottsdale where we could go into an FBO. AZ308, what's up, man? AKA Kurt, good to see you, man. Welcome in. So what we're going to do is a couple things. I'm going to pull up the EFB here, and I'm going to go into the flight planner. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to populate a website for you that you are probably familiar with by now, and that is skyvector.com. Now, I'm going to kind of be not looking at the chat for the next couple minutes. I'm going to verbal process how we're going to come up with a route between these two airports, file them, then we'll eventually file it on SimBrief, and then we'll be able to load up beyond ATC. So typically get to the jet early. You never ever want your client waiting on you. So you're always there. Hurry up and wait is the mentality. But we'll pretend that we're super early. We go into the building. We go down and sit down on the computer and start our flight planning. So one thing that I do want to show you, because I don't know if you guys have seen this website, airnav.com. It's pretty cool. So go to aviation fuels. check fuel prices, and let's put in, so we're going to San Jose, right? So we'll go ahead and look at this. So San Jose, they've got Atlantic fuel. Jet A is 962. You know, if there was some leeway, so I flew Part 91, and we had a good relationship with the owners. So if there was some leeway in the exact destination, I would always brief them, be like, hey, so I know you wanted to go to San Jose, but it's 962. But if we go over to, I'm not sure where Hillview is here, but let's say there was another airport really close by that had adequate runway and services and the gas was half the price, I'd say, you know what, if you, we'd definitely do San Jose, but I'll just let you know that the fuel over here is going to be X amount of fuel. Also, the thing we could do is tanker, right? So look, San Jose is definitely upcharging. You got Hayward, which is just on the other side of the bay. That looks like they got 568. Livermore, that's kind of getting out of the way. Oakland, SFO fuel 932. Oakland's actually not bad, 598, but it's on the wrong side. It's a little bit too far north. So yeah, just kind of look at it. Obviously, we have virtual fuels today, so it's not a big deal, but these are things you think of. Another thing I wanted to check. Let's look at our Scottsdale fuel. Do we want to tanker any gas? But then when you start thinking about tankering, then you're looking at you know, the cost to carry that extra fuel, the weight hit it takes. So that's also that spurs its own set of circumstances. So Scottsdale, we're paying right now Jet A about $750, right? And I think so. You know, it's not really worth tankering fuel, but Atlantic Aviation and Signature 764. You know, you got the different FBOs here. Deer Valley is 747, so a little bit less. Could Falcon Field 520. You know, maybe should have been at should have hangered up at Falcon Field. So $9 a gallon on this Academy. Yeah, right. Reed Hill View is near San Jose. Oh, it is. Okay, so I mean, you could go there. You know, we'll look at SJC here. We know we're going into an international airport, but this is where we'd get all the information, right? You know, I'd print out an airport diagram, print out any applicable charts. So I didn't actually have an EFB. I would print out the applicable free charts from the website here, any approaches and all that. And then, of course, I carried the airport facility directory, and then I also carried a binder of all the charts that I would need, and of course all the en route charts and stuff like that. But this would be the one runway information. Now we know it's San Jose. We know it's a big deal. But what about, you said it was HRV? Is that what it is? I'm actually kind of curious. No, what was it? Let's go back. What was the name of that? Somebody said Red Hill. Let me go back and get the what was the Red Hill identifier? I'm curious to see because I'm not familiar. RHV. So then we'll go back to KRHV. So Reed Hill. This is an airport I'm not familiar with. Oh, see, 3,000 foot. Getting a little bit tight, right? He's not checking the quality of FBO cookies. That is true. You want to make sure you have good quality cookies. 3,000 foot. You know, that's probably why it's cheaper. I guess there it is. Oh yeah, it's just southeast of San Jose, it looks like, but it's all right. We're flying a Citation 10. We're going to take it into the international airport, but this is just something to think about. You know, it's kind of neat going back, blast from the past. What kind of runway is it paved? Are there any special notices with the airport? So, all right, we've already determined we're going to San Jose. We're going to spend $9.50 a gallon on gas there. We're not going to use SimBrief, but what we're going to use now is a conjunction of SkyVector and the flight planning tool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to load up a Scottsdale, and destination airport is San Jose. We're going to load both of these in. Now, when you flight plan, or when we used to flight plan anyway, I always worked from the ends in, right? So you want to get the departures and the arrivals and then connect the dots in the middle. So if we take a look at our SkyVector here, I've got the departure and destination in. We'll zoom in on it. We obviously can't go straight across here. There's a reason there's no airways going across this. We got some restricted areas, some military airspace, so we can't go this way. Now there's two routes. We can either go north or south. South is definitely more scenic. So what I'm going to look at, SkyVector makes this real easy. If you just hover over the departure airport, you can see all the departures available, and then we can kind of get a rough idea of which ones that we want to do. So the Barnyard 6, I don't want to do that one. That's going southbound. The Foothills 6, that's kind of going the opposite direction. John 2, if we look at it, here's the airport. That's going to the northeast out to Beatty, so that's an option. I kind of want to stay on the southern route because the southern route is more cinematic, right? That's going the wrong direction. Mesa 7, that's going up to the north. Scottsdale 7, let's see, there's the airport. That's going south. It does go out to the east there, but I know it doesn't seem quite what I want to do. What else do they got in here? We've got the John 2, ISO 8. We skipped the ISO 8. There we go. That's a popular one, right? So we've got the ISO, if I turn it around. So ISO would blast off to Scottsdale. It's either going to be a right turn 335 and vectors to Keens, and that's going to take us out to 3 fixes. It's either Blythe, Harbor, or Wolverine. So let's put Blythe in here. Let's just see where Blythe puts us on the chart. So Blythe, oh yeah, that takes us straight out the way we want to go. Okay, so we got Blythe. Now I know I'm going to get my SID. It's going to take me out here. Going up to San Jose, how are we going to get into San Jose? So same thing, they're landing 3-0s right now. My previous experience tells me we're probably going to get 3-0 left. That's because we want to land and go to the FBO, which is on that side of the runway. So if I look at the ILS 3-0 left chart, I see there's a Clyde. That's the initial approach fix. There's also board, probably not going to be coming in from that direction. So I'm pretty much set on the ISO 8 to Blythe out of Scottsdale, and I need an arrival that's going to take me into the 30 left ILS here. So let's look at some stars. Same thing. We're going to use our JEP charts. We're just using this to get us an idea. Do we take the H to the ISO? Thanks, AJ. H to the ISO, man. Thanks for the $3 super chat. Appreciate you. All right, looking at the stars, that's coming from the wrong direction. The Bricks 4, that's the wrong direction. Point Reyes, that's the wrong direction. Razor 5, got to tilt my head. Off of Fang, that could work, but not necessarily optimum. We want to be coming from the southeast on the star. Roby 5. Roby 5 is from the north. Silicon 6, look at that. So Silicon 6, if I look at it, you can see there's the Clyde transition, right? Okay, so we know that's going to take us to the ILS, and it starts at Trox. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, just to help myself out, I'm going to put Trox there, because I'm going to start at Trox, and then I know I'm going to go to Clyde at the arrival. So I'm going to get rid of this. Beautiful. So I've got a SID and a star, and what you can do in SkyVector is pretty cool. We can put IZZ, what is it, 3 Z's, ISO in there, and if you hit enter, oh, I think Blythe is in the way. If I hit ISO, it should, at least it used to, ISO 8 to Blythe. Okay. It used to populate the SID. How did I get it to populate the SID? I want it to populate ISO on the SID here. Scottsdale, SID. IZZ08. IZZ08. Yep, there we go. So I've got ISO 8, Blythe, and then we're going to be coming in off of the Trox, TROXXX, I think, right? Oh, no, 2 X's. TROXX. Beautiful. All right. So now we've narrowed it down. We only have to fix the find an en route segment for us. So we know our star is going to start over here. We know our SID transition is Blythe here. We need to connect ourselves here. So let's take the most direct route to save fuel. If you wanted to really give juice, you could go all the way out here over LAX, but I'm going to tell you right now, out of experience, it's probably not very popular. So you're going to have to find a more popular route. Now, I will say, using flightplan.com and other sources back then, you could put in the departure arrival to show you the last like 5 filed flight plans. So that would be a good starter. This is just, you know, from scratch with no excess help, which is kind of fun to get back into this. All right, so now we need to find the en route segment. So Blythe, it looks like there's an airway here. We are an IFR high. So if we go Blythe on this airway here, so J65 to Palmdale. So I'm going to drag the line, put it on Palmdale. All right, that'll populate the airway. Blythe, J65 to Palmdale. Okay, now how do we get from Palmdale to our star? If we continue on J65 right here, it goes to Lando. So I'm going to put you on Lando. And we'll continue from Lando. We'll pick up J6 to Avenal. Beautiful. And then that's a short segment there. We're going to go Avenal direct to Trox. So now we have an actual flight plan that we just built ourselves. So let's put it in our EFB. So runway 21 departure. We're on the ISO 8 Blythe. We'll change the procedure. Remember, work from the ends and start in. So at approach, ILS 30 left from Clyde, change procedure, arrival. We know we're going to do the Silicon 6 from Trox. Boom, that's in there. So now we just need to put in the airways. So we're going to go here, enter route, and between Blythe and Trox, we've said we're going to take the airway J65 to Lando. From Lando, it's J6 to Avenal, and then I'm going to hit save, and it's going to parse the route, and it's loaded our route up here. So look at that. We have completely, from scratch, built a flight plan on our own. Now we can go to the initial log here. Now the time and everything is going to be off. This is doing a 525 true, and you have to add winds and all that. But this is just a good reference here to show you what we've got. We've got our SID out to the Blythe, then we're going to be on the airways. Now, I did not, this is a sub thing here. I don't know how to put airways in the Citation 10. I'm not sure if it's, I know you can on the real bird. I don't know how to input airways. I couldn't find the route thing. So that's a little interesting. Maybe someone could let me know. But what you can also do is on the Sky Vector, what I'm going to do here is I'd get the nav log. All right. And now I've got all of my waypoints that are on those airways. So if you don't have, say you're using a Garmin 530 or something that doesn't allow airway input, you can still fly the airway. You just have to put the waypoints on the airway, right? So we know from Blythe to Palmdale, we're on an airway. There's only 2 fixes. It's not a big deal. We can just type in DCAS, Aero, Palmdale, boom. So that's there. That's good to go. What I'm going to do for Beyond ATC purposes, I'm going to copy this route. So I've copied my route. I'm going to go to SimBrief. We're going to do a new flight. And our tail number is 877 Sierra Delta. We're going from San Jose, or excuse me, we're going to Scottsdale to San Jose. Scottsdale, San Jose. And this would be the equivalent of filing your flight plan online, I guess, right, for the FAA, the real flight plan. Let's put in the C750. Where's the Citation 10 at? Citation 10. And we are rocking the no winglet, all right. And departure time is 17Z. That works for me. That's 30 minutes from now. I like it all. ISO, Harbor. Actually, I'm going to change that to our route, right? Let's change our route. ISO, Blythe. We're going to analyze the route. There it is. That's the route we just came up with. Scheduled block, 205. Be just about an hour en route. Let's go ahead and generate. J65.pmd is to load the airway. I got you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. We'll try to do that here. Actually, I'll probably just, yeah, we'll do it that way. All right. So now we got our SimBrief flight plan. We got initial altitude 43,000 feet. Airtime 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's doing 8.6 cruise. Wonderful. And we're all ready to go. You could file that if you wanted to or not. So, but the good thing about having the SimBrief is it actually lets you load the weights in it, or load it directly into the flight plan if you want to in the sim. But for fuel, let's do a quick mental math on fuel. I didn't touch on this, but for fuel, let's see, we're burning 1,400, right? Let's see, it's 13 something aside. So let's just call it 14, be 2,800 pounds for cruise, and then let's use 2,000 pounds for the whole takeoff and climb phase. So 2,800 and 2,000 is 4,800 pounds of fuel. And we have a little bit of an alternate on this one. I think we have an alternate file, right? Yeah, Sacramento. So this is block fuel of 5,000. Perfect. All right, so we can just double check the we can double check our block fuel. So our flight planning at this point, we've considered it complete, and we'll hide that, and we can pull up. I'm actually gonna load my Beyond ATC because I've got my SimBrief filed here. Let's go ahead and get our Navigraph charts on here. I forgot the star in the SimBrief plan. I did. No worries. Well, if you forgot the star in the SimBrief, then they'd file it for you. So I'm going to unload this. Let's import the flight that we just created. Now you could have done all that. Through this as well, but I just kind of like using the old school tab. All right. We'll hide that. There's our flight plan, and then all we really need is the taxi chart out right now. We'll get that ready to go. We'll hide you. Plan on 2-1. All right, flight plan is complete. We talked to the line guys, and our jet is ready to go. So we'll head out to the ramp. And just like that, we're looking good. So let's go ahead and run out here. Why are we taking forever? There we go. Let's walk out to the bird. Let's make sure our sounds are up too. Our sounds seem a little bit low. Dougal, I agree with you, man. I love this BizJet. Look at this bird. So beautiful. Let's go ahead and pull the pitot covers. As we walk up to it, we'll open the door. Love that big latching sound. Wonderful. We'll come up and pull the engine covers. Andre, I got this one off of the Flight Sim TO, man. They're popping out a couple of cool liveries now on FSTO, so they're popping them out. Let's go ahead and open this. Now, I did have to slew the aircraft over here, so it's not going to have ground power available. We're going to have to fire up our own APU, which is fine. That's why we got an APU. Yeah, Stephen, normally you build the jet and then select the engines. They selected the engines and then built the jet around it. This is a sweet looking. I like this sweet. This is a sweet paint job, man. Really nicely done here. All right, let's hop into the bird. Double check multiplayer. I'm going to tag along. Oh, yeah, let me get my... I think I have my multiplayer settings off because I was testing some stuff. You know what? I don't know if I have it actually on. I don't think I have live players on. You know what? I might have screwed that up because I think it is off by default. I can't change the flight configuration now, can I, either, after being started. Yep, we are using Beyond ATC today. All right. Let's go to ground services. Let's go ahead and, well, we're not going to do that. Let's pull up, what was I going to do here? Oh, yeah, weights. We're going to import from SimBrief. We're going to apply the load from SimBrief. Now we're pretty much done with that. All right, so now that we're in the bird, let's go ahead and start up, get it fired up the way it should be fired up. So what we'll do is we're going to start with the standby power. Standby power comes on. Actually, I should have tested it. There's the test. Standby power comes on. This is when you can actually move your INS to nav. All right, get that cooking because it is real-time align. We'll get the emergency exit lights to the arm position. With the emergency exit lights armed, standby power is on. We'll go battery 1, battery 2. Standby power light goes out. We'll power up the ICAS, and we'll get the APU cooking here in just a minute. All right, so we've got the ICAS up. Let's turn the master on. There's our fire warnings in case something goes wrong. And let's go ahead and flick the APU to start. You have an interview with Flight Safety International on Tuesday? Nice, man. I got a couple buddies that work at Flight Safety on their days off doing Airbus stuff. All right, so we got the APU is up to speed. We'll load the generator up. Generator is online. With the generator online, we'll get some air flowing. Now we got to let it run 2 minutes before we can actually turn the bleed air on for the APU. You can see this actually just went into APU amps. 100%, that looks good. while we're sitting here, we'll fire up a couple other things. Let's get the avionics power on. Avionics on. We'll get the nav light on. The seatbelts, passenger safety. Tail flood is coming on. A couple other things we'll look at. We'll get the pause and knit going here. We're going to load the GPS position. That syncs up both. Wonderful. A couple other little tests here. We'll do a crossfeed test. We'll go right-hand tank, fuel crossfeed open, associated boost. All right, then we'll go back to left. Actually, let's see, go crossfeed off. All right, and then fuel crossfeed open. That looks good. The fuel boost pumps on left and right. That's normal, right, for it to go. Oh, you know what? I think I'm supposed to have. That's wing transfer. Hold on. Off, off. Back to norm. Okay. Fuel boost 1, 2. Leave them in norm for now. But we check the crossfeed valve. That looks good. We'll come down here. We'll do our rotary test. This is the first flight of the day. No smoke detect. Landing gear. Fire warning. Got our warnings. Thrust reversers. Flap warning. There's our flaps fail. Windshield warnings. Overspeed warning. You can see it right there. AOA stick shaker test is going off. Annunciator lights. Everything is illuminated. Christmas tree is up. Then we'll go back to the off position. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and kind of juice up. We're in that late morning hour, so I'm going to turn all these up to bright. All those are up to bright for now. We're rocking the CRTs. All right, cool. So we're loaded. Let's hit a magic barrel ref. Before we load up the box, let's go ahead and get our clearance on 118.6. Get that tuned in.
Scottsdale Airport information, Quebec. Visibility 1600 Zulu.
Whoa, whoa,
Wind
whoa.
140 at 7. Visibility.
What's happening there? That's the ATIS. Actually, we need to listen to it, but I'm getting default ACC as well. That's right. Let's load up clearance on 124.8, and then we'll load our flight plans. I'm going to use this one here because it's not blocked by the speed brake. I gotta turn off, I guess, default ATC. Is that what I gotta do? Yeah, to turn off that in-game ATIS. All right, 124. Oop, that's wrong. 1248, not 85. All right, 1248 is tuned in. Scottsdale clearance. Good morning, November 877 Sierra Delta IFR to San Jose.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Scottsdale clearance. Information Sierra correct. Cleared to Mineta San Jose. ISO 8 departure, Blythe transition, then as filed. Maintain 5000. Departure frequency 125.4. Squawk 6615. Cleared to Mineta San Jose.
Oh, I have auto respond on.
Blythe transition, then as filed.
I gotta turn him my FO off.
5000. Departure frequency 125.4. Squawk 6615. November 877 Sierra Delta.
I guess I ran out of premium voices. I don't know how to get more premium voices. It's unfortunate.
November 877
It lasted a couple
Delta.
streams.
Read back correct. Contact ground 121.6 when ready for start or taxi.
We'll contact ground 121.6 ready for start or taxi for 877 Sierra Delta. All right. Yeah, it says I have no premium characters remaining, but I thought, that's a bummer. I like the premium voices. All right, so we're cleared as filed. Let's go ahead and do that. And did he give us a Sierra is current? He didn't give us a runway, right? I'm a plan for runway 21. So we'll build it the same way. Runway 21, ISO 8, Blythe, activate. All right, after ISO 8, Blythe. Yeah, I thought they gave me a code too, and I was able to load into the experimental version, but I don't know. I guess my voice is never reloaded. I'm not sure. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to do an airway in here. Somebody said it's a decimal point. So would it be J65 dot Lando? Will that work? No, maybe I have to do. Maybe I have to do Blythe first. BLH dot J65 dot Lando. No. Not gonna take it. All right, so that's all right. That's why we have our nav log. We'll just load up the nav log fixes. So let's see, out to Blythe, it's DCAS. So we'll put the waypoints on the arrival, or on the airway rather. Blythe DCAS Aero, AERRO, AERRO. That's just getting a line from Aero. It's then Palmdale, PMD. Oh, that, you know what, Virtual Flight Diaries? That might have been what it is. Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. To get the experimental version for free. Yeah. Because I did get a code for something. I think it was exactly that. To see the new features that come up before it goes to stable. All right, Palmdale, Avenal. And I'm just looking at the nav log that we created on SkyVector. So after Avenal, then it's going to be the arrival from Trox. So we can put Trox in here. Trox, we'll go back to nav. Arrival, start from the, what? Oh, I gotta put the airport in, San Jose. Should have put that in first. San Jose, there we go. Now we'll go back to nav. Arrival. Runway 30 left, ILS from Clyde on the Silicon 6 from Trox. I love it when it all links up like that. Love it when a plan comes together. All right, there's our waypoints, all looking in, looking good. All right, now let's go ahead and do the perf and knit. Next page. Climb speeds are all set. Max speed cruise, I like it. 380 in the climb. 180, that looks good. Let's see. San Jose. Oh, disregard. No. Clearance delivery. What is the current weather at Scottsdale? See if I get the current wind condition. I'm going to sync the EFP weights.
7 Sierra Delta, Scottsdale ground. Information about San Jose is unavailable.
Ah, I didn't want San Jose.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Scottsdale weather. Winds 350 at calm. Visibility 10 miles. Temperature 26 degrees. Altimeter 299er tree.
All right, 299er tree, 26 degrees. Winds are calm, so we'll just zero out the winds here. Zero out the winds, 32, and it's hot in Scottsdale. Dry, 39, 32 is density altitude. Flaps 15, we'll confirm the init. There's our speeds. We're looking good now. Our squawk code, I never wrote our squawk code down. What was it? 6615. 66, oops. Transponder 6615. Yeah, you can ask them which runways are active. Scottsdale Brown, what runway is active for Scottsdale? 6615 will ID you.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Active runway at Scottsdale is 21.
Beautiful. That's what we got set up. All right. AJ, thanks for a $3 super chat. Great. We have to zonk out BA Bacchus again. Baracus again. What? I don't know what you come up with sometimes, AJ. I only get about half of them. Thanks for $3 super chat. Be sure to check the weight and balances. Yeah, we did. We got them. We just loaded them up. All right. So we'll do a magic barrel ref. That's set. We can expect runway 21. We'll sync our heading bug here. We'll spin you all the way around. 210. Let's pull out the SID, actually, because it's I think it's a climbing right turn, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll pull out the SID on the ISO 8. ISO 8 says, when it's climbing right turn, heading 335, or as assigned by ATC. So it might be a right turn to 335. We'll leave it set for now. Initial altitude on the SID is assigned by ATC, and he gave us 5,000 feet. So we'll set 5,000 here. SSG, you can adjust how many times the premium voices speak. So I had like a lot of en route traffic, and I had premium voices for me for all the traffic, and not just and the controllers as well. So it'll last a while. But if you just do it for, say, controllers only and not other aircraft, then it'll last much longer. But yeah, once you run out of premium voices, you can still use it. It's just going to be default voices like this here. All right, MFD setup. We're going to put in the vertical profiling. There we go. That looks good. I think we're just about ready. Let's go ahead and close up everything outside. We'll go ahead and pull the chocks. They'll close the door. Luggage door is closed. Make sure our park brake is set. It's not. It's set now. Park brake set. We've got our passengers on board. Let's get the ground recall into ground. And everybody is seated and stowed for departure. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and fire them up and get out of here. So for engine start, you don't touch any of these. It's all in norm. But we'll start number 2 first. So let's go ahead and start engine numero dos. Let's make sure these are in cutoff. Those are in cutoff. Let's get this up here. As mid as it gets. Dude, this airplane is awesome. I don't know what you're talking about, Turk. The Glazer himself. Spooling them up. Here we go. Wait for 10%. N2. Fuel on. V1 sounds like a premium voice. Thank you, Captain Sim. Oh, Diabetic Lad. That's probably what it is, man. Scandy, I would definitely do a premium voice for Beyond ATC. There's a couple of them in there. There's like, I'd set up one, but I guess it won't let me do it anymore. I have to double check my email. I thought I had a code that said it would do it, but. All right, we got a stable on number 2. Generators online. And these left generators, they normally start with them on as well. Starting number 1. Oh yeah, Jake, I see you, man. Jake, I had a bunch of other things going on there, man. I see you over there in that chat. I got multiple chat boxes. Fuel on? Oh, we were too late, I think, for the fuel. Starter sequenced. Let's try one more time. Pause it. Jake Bunny, yeah, I'm not on Twitch, man. I'm just on YouTube. Where are the lights for the standby gauges? You know what? That's a great question. I actually don't know. Are there lights? Are the standby lights? Surely there's a light for that. Anybody know where the background lighting for the standby lights are? I'm not sure. All right, we got 2 good starts. We'll leave the APU bleed on. Well, I guess we'll leave the generator on as well, right? I think that's how it works. We'll get the bleed. Oh, it's on. We'll leave it on. Isolation valve is open for nice cool air. Cruise altitude today. We're going up to 450. 45 is set. Let's get pitot heats are coming on. We'll get the windshields coming on. And passenger, we'll ding them. Let them know we're ready for taxi. Flaps 15, slats 5, 15 coming out. trims, we got to run those down. All right, trim set 5.5. We're ready to taxi. Scottsdale ground, November 877 Sierra Delta, ready to taxi.
November 877 Sierra Delta, runway 21 taxi via Charlie.
Taxi 21 via Charlie, November 877 Sierra Delta. Flight Effects, what's up, man? Good to see you. It's controlled by one of the knobs on the left of the batteries. Left, emergency light, EL, one of these knobs, perhaps. Oh, aux panel light? Maybe it's that. I don't know. It's daytime now, so I'm not sure. Maybe the aux panel light. All right, we got a taxi via what? Charlie, let's go. Oh no, Wingnut's in the house. Wingnut, what's going on, my man? We're gonna take it out via 2-1 via Charlie. Wingnut, Jamie, pull up the taxi charts. Wingnut thinks I look like a Temu Joe Rogan apparently now. I sent him a picture of when I was flying Citations way back in the day. And now he won't let it go. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, Flight Effects, yeah. Oh, speaking of, so nose wheel, I did something interesting. I will have to show my settings maybe at the end of the flight. So I flew this airplane. I've been having so much fun with it. I actually flew it on my home PC last night. And I didn't have the super over-boosted nose wheel. And the only thing I can think of is maybe there's something to do with having a nose wheel axis and the rudder axis. So this is my tiller, right? That seems believable. Now with my rudders, see how much more, and I'm moving them pretty quick. It's much more smooth. So I put a curve and a extremity dead zone on my rudders, and it seems much more believable for me. It's not that it wasn't. Like it just seemed like the nose wheel was in high gain all the time, or like some airplanes had like a boosted nose wheel steering mode with the rudder pedals. But I wasn't having that issue on my home PC, so I did some digging. I put a nice little extremity dead zone on, and it seemed to really smooth it out here. So he said taxi via Charlie. Where are we at? We're on Charlie, dude. Aren't we? Well, this doesn't really line up with. This is a default. This is a Temu Scottsdale too. Yeah, we're on Charlie, man. Yeah, we're on Charlie to 2-1. Well, Charlie Bravo. Charlie doesn't connect. It's Bravo now. It's the Temu Scottsdale now. We'll get there. There's only one way to get to 2-1. It's this direction. I can't turn it on now, Av Apollo. I think it was off by default on flight configuration. If it's off on flight configuration, I don't think I can turn it off. Akil, dude, I'm freaking loving this airplane,
November
man.
877 Sierra Delta. Contact Scottsdale Tower 125.5.
Not many airplanes I've flown since that I like so much that I fly on my home PC. Contact Tower 125.5, November 7 Sierra Delta. All right. We're just getting ready to go. We got 5,170. TOTO is set. We'll assign, let's see if he gives us a heading here. It's either 335 or we're going to be runway heading. Flaps 15 are set. APU is running. We're looking good. No weather radar required. It's clear at 1,000,000 out there. Someone needs to make a high detailed Scottsdale Airpark, man. That would be so cool. I also changed my flight director queue. I was looking at old pictures of the Citation that I flew, and it was a single queue flight director, so that's what we're rocking. Do you miss your BizJet days? Sometimes. Jake Bunny, so on the 10 you flew, they were on the knee panel, but I thought I was crazy when I couldn't find them. They said there's a lot of different birds. Yeah, so I'm actually learning that too, Jake. I guess there's a lot of different little variations of the cockpit. I think there's one that has like an older or a newer electrical layout. I don't know. It's like the electrical layout is different on one of the versions too. But I've been watching that Kelgram guy trying to get me trying to get in line here, get everything all sorted out. The only reason haven't flown the Lear, Charles, is because I don't want to spend. I have to bind the whole thing, and I cannot do that in Sim Update 2, man. I'm not going to sit there for an entire day to bind that thing. Tower, November 877 Sierra Delta, holding short runway 21, ready for departure.
November 877 Sierra Delta, backtrack runway 21. Call when ready for departure.
Backtrack runway 21 will call ready. It's November 877 Sierra Delta. Alright. Let's go. Those are coming on. Helps if you release the parking brake. Let's go. That's going up, and recog is up. I don't think you touch the ignition or anything on this bird. It's weird because, you know, I want to flip switches. I think it all stays in normal. All right, I'm going to turn my auto respond on here so I don't have to talk on the radios. Tower, November 877 Sierra Delta, ready for departure.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Scottsdale Tower, wind calm, fly heading 240, runway 21, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 240, runway 21, clear for takeoff. November 877 Sierra Delta. All right, I'm going to turn the FO on. Let's go. Yoga's in chat. I love this airplane. 50%. Here we go. The sound is spot on. I love it. Rocket ship. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up, fly with. Absolutely love it. There's 400 feet. Let's go ahead and select heading. Coming through 1,000. Fly level change.
877 Sierra Delta. Contact Albuquerque Center 125.4. See you.
We have 5 minutes on the takeoff thrust as well. We can leave it in takeoff for a little bit.
Contact Albuquerque Center 125.4, November 877 Sierra Delta.
But we're going to level off here soon. Let's go ahead and bring it back a tad to climb.
Albuquerque Center, November 877 Sierra Delta. Good morning, 3,000 feet.
Clean it up.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Albuquerque Center, radar contact. Climb maintain flight level 430.
Climb maintain flight level 430, November 877 Sierra Delta.
430 is set. Trim it down a tad. All right, F takeoff checklist. It's looking good. There's 250 on the speed. Departure November 877 Sierra Delta, request direct Keynes. Get us nav in here.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Keynes is your current waypoint. Continue direct Keynes.
Alright, direct Keynes. Direct Keynes, nav, VNav. B flight level change. Watch that speed there. Freaking love it, baby. Alright, we're climbing out. Everything is looking good. We're navving direct to Keynes. 430 is set. turn traffic on. There's somebody off our right, just a little bit higher than us. Keep an eye on that. Let's go through 10. Let's go back, put you there, and let me pull up the check these. We'll go back to the aircraft checklist. After takeoff, gear flaps, throttles, anti-ice not required, engine sync, pressurization, advisory lights, altimeters, APU up prior to 310. That all looks good. There's 10,000 feet. Lights are coming off. Let's go fan sync. Recogs are coming off. That should be ground flight, and we'll just do seatbelts only. Pressurization is doing pressurization things. We'll lower the nose a little bit, accelerate to 300 knots. Back on course a tad here as well. Yeah, this is beyond ATC, boss. Good luck on the flight. If you have any issues, let Boris know. I'm sure he'll be relayed to us. I'm going to sleep. Been doing the night shift support. Ah, no worry, Akil. Well, hey, get some rest, man. Get some rest. This airplane has been an absolute blast. I'm addicted to it. You guys did a fantastic job with this airplane. I'm so not used to, I might have to switch the flight director back to the T-bar. I'm so not used to following a single queue flight director. I'm following that dual queue forever. Alright, there's 300 knots. Pitch back up a little bit. How are you finding Beyond ATC now? I bought it a while back. Haven't used it in a while. Risk. Dude, it's my new standard, dude. I'm going to be using Beyond ATC and multiplayer servers pretty much indefinitely now. It's exactly what I was looking for. Now, I do recommend, if you want I do recommend the premium voices. I ran out of premium voices, and I'm a little bit sad. I'm going to have to get some more. But I love the immersion with the accents and everything, and it does, I mean, there's definitely some holes in it, and I know they're working on getting the VFR and stuff in there, which is awesome. But, man, it's what I want, man. It allows me to have a semi-realistic air traffic control usage, and I don't have to worry about anything else, and it's all centered around me. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Why is my autopilot not engaging? I know what it is. It's because I know exactly what it is. It's unfortunate. I was messing with my profile. Nope, that's not it. What the heck? No, it's not a niche hardware issue. Because I just disconnected the yoke. I was messing with the profiles, and now, no, the yaw damper's on. Alexandra Bellini, though, just dropped a 50 sub-bomb while I'm trying to troubleshoot my autopilot. Alexandra Bellini, thank you so much for the massive 50 sub-bomb. Gonna appreciate the support, especially since I'm running into some issues now. I'm gonna put our noise canceling headset on, but a massive sub-bomb. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate the support. Hope you're having a wonderful, what is it, Friday evening, morning? Or is it Saturday for you? Thank you so much. Appreciate the support, Alexander Bellini. All right, noise canceling is on. Let's keep hand flying it here. What are we missing? Those are in nav. That's all set. Everything is good. It's gotta be. It's gotta be my controls, because I changed the profile to bind autopilot off, and something is screwed up. So now we got to wait for this. This is this. I don't know. Whoever I don't know how they haven't hot fixed this here. This should turn everybody away from downloading 2024 is this delay. Look at this freaking delay to get into your controls here. I have to change the profile back to what it was. So I have to click on this. Now we got to wait. Like, this is how this got through any type of testing is beyond me. Whoever was responsible should have been fired 6 months ago for this. This is what drives people away from your product. I don't care about any other bugs, but it's this one. I just want to go to a basic profile. Yeah, because you can't fly anything, man. You can't fly new airplanes. You can't set bindings up. But you've heard of Beyond ATC. Now get ready for Beyond V1. I just want that. All right, save and back, resume. See? There we go. I tried to bind the autopilot off, and what happens is because of the control lag, when I bind the button, sometimes it binds it like all the way down, or not all the way down. It binds it like it's on the whole time because the menu is so laggy, so you can't engage autopilot. It's so ridiculous.
American 1655. Contact Albuquerque Center
Anyway,
132.35.
rant over. Crisis averted. Autopilot's on. We're LNAV. VFly level change to
Center on
430.
132.35. American 1655. Have a good one.
Catco, what's going on, my man? Throw him to the lions, Alex. I know. But I just want to, Alexandra, again, thank you so much for the massive sub bomb there. Start full of questions here.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Contact Albuquerque Center 2525.
Oh, she even shortened it up. 2525. Pair of quarters. Can I say pair of quarters? Will that will take it? I got the FO on right now. I'll turn the FO off.
Contact Albuquerque Center 2525. November 877 Sierra Delta.
I'll turn the FO off. Because there's some, actually, I want to show you what happens if you meow on frequency. Albuquerque, November 877 Sierra Delta, 237, climbing 430. V1, which is one of the best options 24? The default any build 320, the fly-by-wire 320. Ooh, Jay, well, but
November
any builds is a
877
321,
Sierra Delta,
right?
Albuquerque Center.
I don't think any builds has a 320. Or if they do, I haven't flown it, man. The fly-by-wire 320 is a great Neo aircraft, man, for free, dude. Just like, try them both. They're both free, right? If you have 2024, you get the default any builds aircraft. Try them both. Meow. Did that for you, Mickey G. Nothing.
Sounds like you have a cat issue.
What?
Stand by. I'll find you a contact number.
Oh my gosh. This sounds like the controller that JetBlue guy asked out. Hey, Catco, where are you at? Catco, you're the guy. Did you ask out a controller, Catco? Did you ask out a controller on frequency? Oh, no, that was Breeze. It was a Breeze pilot, wasn't it? Was that you, Catco? I bet it was. That meow was too good. It sounded like it wasn't the first time. Should I ask the controller out? Not me. I'm a married man. All right. You heard that ATC though, right? You guys have all heard you heard that pilot asking out the controller. It's so cringe, man. Like the fact that he also blocked like 5 people trying to do it. The most cringe. I mean, I couldn't even. I listened to the whole thing, but it took me a while because it was so cringe. I had to shut it off multiple times. Will it give you a number to call if you deviate though? That I don't know. That I don't know, man. He got shot down. He sure did, man. I'm married. All right. We're getting ready to go through 31. We're close enough. We'll go ahead and kill the APU bleed, and we'll go ahead and stop the APU. You can see the APU spooling down. Now, John Kellgren, the guy I've listened to on YouTube for the Citation 10, the guy is awesome, man. He says they normally just leave the generator on in the on position for the APU. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn the master switch off. Leave the generator on. Should this be in normal over here or in isolation valve is open? Should probably put it 12 o'clock position. All right, now we're cooking. Getting ready to go 30 for 430. We've got our noise canceling headset on. Insane Tensions, I once gave the controller a controller deviation and they took it. That's funny. I mean, who would think even that an ATC controller sounds cute? Very risky business, AJ. Very risky. So let me look. I want to see some Sand Tension stuff here. I want to show you guys this as we climb out. Well, I'll wait for cruise. While we cruise out, I need to look for my email again. I wonder if I had a... I really want those premium voices back, man. How much is it to get premium voices? I actually don't even know. So I had my en route density on 7, arrival density 5, 4, and 7. So I had a lot of traffic, and I had everybody using premium voices. So when everybody uses premium voices, it runs them down quicker. I would recommend using controller premium voices, and then traffics be just standard if you want to kind of let them roll out. I kind of wish they gave you a little bit more. You know, seeing how many flights we did. If you're gonna, how much is it to get more voices? I'm gonna look at that. For me, Sand Tension, we're just focusing on the wrong things. I'd give dodgy vectors. It'd give me dodgy vectors constantly, but at least they're adding real pointless other features. Yeah. Well, so Beyond ATC is, I feel like they've done the hardest part with it, right? I listened to Kip on the Ground talk about this last night. So they've already got the IFR flight plan and everything going. So now I feel like it would be easier for them to do VFR, because now you just have it. You could just contact them and, say you're approaching your airspace or whatever. I guess the problem would be like airspace. How do you keep people from flying in and out of airspace that you don't want them in and out of? But they are working on the VFR mode. I'm gonna turn the main sim down. A little bit too quiet with my headset on there. Where's Boris at? We need to make him have a slider for the ANR. Virtual Flight Dice says it's $10 for 250K. How much do you start? Do you start with 250K Virtual Flight Dice when you first download it? Been living under a rock a year for the last in the sim, but looking for a new sim. What's your recommendation? X-Plane 12 or Flight Sim 20? Scandy. Man, it's, I tell you what, man. If you want new and next generation, 2020... I even hate recommending 2024 right now because of the control binding. So, it makes me so frustrated. I don't even want to recommend 24 because of that delay. But, if you're going to get into simming again... I think you should at least try 2024 before going into the X-Plane 12 route, unless you're something really an X-Plane 12 that you just love to fly. I don't know, man. We're going to fly X-Plane 12 here pretty soon. I'm going to jump back in the Felis. And, I mean, I watched a little bit of Captain Canada flying an X-Plane 12 yesterday. I mean, there are some good things to it. There's no doubt. But, my gosh, it's just so old looking. I just can't. Maybe it's just my own. It's just me, guys. If you love X-Plane, listen. You're wonderful people. Keep flying it, right? Don't be mad at me for not liking it. I have a hard time enjoying the visuals in that sim. It's just my personal preference, Now, I do love the Felis, and we are going to fly the Felis again. And we're going to be back in X-Plane 12. And I do think X-Plane 12 has come a really long way in terms of environmentals. I really think the clouds, I was looking at some of the clouds that Captain Can was flying around in yesterday. They're way better than what they used to be, but they're still a little weird. There's still some weird anomalies going on around the edges. If they can clean those up, if they can clean the clouds up a little bit more, then I think that'll be a big difference, because the colors, the palettes of the sky and everything look really good. They do. Like the colors and everything, the sky colors look great. The sunset looks good. And the clouds look good, but they still have some weird anomalies going on. But it's, I don't know. I was watching, it was right after we did that sunrise departure out of Columbia. And if you guys didn't see the visuals on that flight we did yesterday, the first one in the Citation 10, we took off at night over the city. I mean, it's just, there comes a point when you can have a one-to-one flight model and like a 60% immersive environment, right? How immersed are you going to be as a simmer versus you can have a
November 877 Sierra Delta. Contact Los Angeles Center 3465. See you.
contact LA Center 3465, November 877 Sierra Delta. I'm going to see that. I want to see if she takes that response, 3465. Let's see if she gets mad. Nope, she took it. All right, cool. LA Center, good morning, November 877 Sierra Delta, leveling, flight level 430.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Los Angeles Center, roger.
So what I was saying, you can have like, say, a not super immersive environment to fly in, but have a one-to-one flight model versus a near 100% immersive environment and visuals and like a 85-90% flight model. What's going to be more enjoyable to you? And I think everyone has to make their own decision, because it's not just the visuals of ortho or the airplane models look great, of course. It's not that. It's the environment. It's the dynamic environment that we fly in with the sim, and we see a ton of that when we fly in South America. In and out of the clouds rolling in, storms rolling in, isolated thunderstorms rolling in. So you just have to pick what you like the best. And me personally, I prefer the environment to be as close to real. And I'm not saying all airplanes are like this, but I would take a 100% environment and an 85% flight model versus a 100% flight model and a 75% environment. That's just my personal preference. Yeah, we got to step up the likes, Bearded Aviator. I'm with you, man. Team Fox in the house. What's going on, dude? All right, let's go ahead and get the seatbelt sign off. You're now free to move about the cabin. And we're leveling 430. We're accelerating to 91 Mach.
Contact Los Angeles Center 124.2.
Spiritual Wangs.
Contact Los Angeles
All right. Oh, we forgot to get our... what kind of lunch are we going to have today? It's breakfast time. So let's go here. We're doing a box lunch. We'll do a plated dinner. Pizza. We'll do a plated dinner. That's fine. Let's go see what that looks like. We'll step back here. Let's get AJ some wine. I'll get some wine Landia for AJ. Get him all sorted out. And also AJ forgot his flashlight down there. We'll get that for him. We'll bring it over. Hello. Hello, AJ. Get him all sorted out. All right, there you go, man. Enjoy your, what is that, figs? Cheese? A charcuterie board at 9 o'clock in the morning. Sounds good. This guy looks like he needs to hit the lav. We'll come back here. Everything looks good. Nobody in the lav. All right, cool. Get everybody relaxing. Get their tables out. Wonderful. I missed my rant on 2024. It's my rant on... Oh, we don't have an auto throttle, chat. Goodness. Oh, you don't want the boss to hear that? Trust me. Hit the like button if you've ever heard the beep, beep, beep. You don't want your boss to hear the beep. That's for sure. Let's go ahead and engage the ATS system. All right, let's take a look at our fuel burn. How was our fuel burn calculation? Man,
Los Angeles Center. FedEx.
well, it's got to come back up to speed, but it's going to be around 1,000 a side, so 2,000 an hour. It's pretty dang good.
FedEx 855 Heavy, Los Angeles Center, radar contact.
All right. Let me see. Let me dig around on this. Close the door and raise the stereo. I'm going here. Hold on. We got to get a nice visual here in the turn. You know what I'd be curious to do? We should test out the X-plane default Citation 10. Aaron, you don't like the clouds in 24? Really? Why is that? Are they on Ultra? Nate, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Congrats on 50 subs, 50K subs. As an Xbox simmer, the fact we have this plane on Xbox is amazing. I'm excited for what's to come on 24. The fact that it is on Xbox is crazy, man. You're absolutely right, Nate. I agree with you, dude. What ground speed are we cruising at? Right now, ground speed is 509. 509 on the ground sped. Sync our heading bug. All right, I need to look at this beyond ATC thing here. That's a pretty view, though. Look at that. Let's come back to the wing view. All right, let me get beyond ATC out. Yeah, so I'm rocking the experimental version. Today's the first day on the experimental version. I feel like there's a delay. There's more of a delay on the experimental version. Let me see if I can show you guys this. So for those of you that are unfamiliar, here's the Beyond ATC box. Hold on, I need to unclip it. There you go. I could probably make it a little bit bigger. Hold on. Well, that's interesting. Huh.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Contact Los Angeles Center 128.15.
Contact 128.15, November 877 Sierra Delta. That wasn't really a good readback. Let's see if he takes it. It seems pretty good. See, there's the radio transfer. I have auto-tune radio on, so the FO's tuning the radio. What are we at, 430? Should I say with you? They should deduct premium voices if you say with you. LA Center, good morning. Citation 877 Sierra Delta, level 430. Do you need full runway length to this bird? No, it depends. M. Dutes.
November 877 Sierra Delta.
Depends on your weight, man. But this bird is a rocket ship. She's got some good performance. The rate of response depends on the server load. Really, Luke?
Contact SoCal approach 132.2. Have a good morning.
So here's what I was messing with before the live.
FedEx 1422.
Oh, you can't see the options menu? You can't see it. So look, there's a voice sample of Flyby Sim. I'm not sure who that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Flyby Simulations, and I'm a guest voice in Beyond ATC.
I want to be a guest voice in Beyond ATC. So there's that one. There's the FS2 Cruise.
Hi, I'm Stephanie from FS to Crew. Very happy to fly along with you.
There's Stephanie. Let's see. There's a Zippy. Hold on, let's do a Zippy.
Auto respond character UK male. Climb to flight level 150, Speedbird 259er.
A Speedbird. I should have that be my FO. UK female.
Auto respond character UK female. Climb to flight level 150, Speedbird 259er.
Auto respond character US female. Climb and maintain 1515,000, United 259er.
So these are all different. This is for your FO. So I'll just use a regular. I'll tell you what, let's use the UK male. We'll use Zippy as the FO from now on. So Zippy's the FO. You can't see. Why can't you see? I wish you could see the settings box there. You can't see it. That's so weird. Let me go to info, premium, no premiums remaining.
This is a premium voice sample. UK male, Speedbird 8829er, runway 27 right, taxi via Alpha, link 12, Bravo 3, Charlie.
Wow, that's pretty good. Put more coins in, I know. Got to go to my account page. Let me go to my account page. Hold on, let me turn it off in case there's anything I don't want showing here. Let's see. Where is my account page? Where is the account page? Settings. Is that only when you restart it up? I can't get to it. Oh, I think I have streamer mode on. You're right. How much do premium voices cost? So 50,000, you get 50,000, I guess, tokens of premium voice, which is what I had. And if you spend $9, you get 250, or $10, says Luke. $10 for 250K. So you get 3 times that, which, okay, that seems about right. Because I was saying, you know, with the amount of premium voices that we had, we did what? I don't know. We did maybe five flights with it. And I had a lot of en route traffic, and I had everybody using premium voice. So it definitely goes down much faster. But with that said, that was only a third of what the $10 will get you. So you would get 3x that. And if you did less en route traffic, or maybe you didn't have traffic use premium, just controllers use premium. Let's see. They're at a flight sim school. It's actually it's not bad. The default, we're rocking all default voices today, and it's really not bad. But I don't know. I just like the idea of the premium voices. But all right. So yeah, that's the ATC window. You can click on this here for frequencies. I don't know why I can't show it. It's so weird. It won't let you. I don't know. Whatever. But why it won't show up on OBS. All right, we're cruising now. Let's go ahead and double check where we are. Arrow for Palmdale, 9-1 Mach. Let's go outside. You know what song I always have stuck in my head? Flying these birds? That song, Fergie. First class, up in the sky. I don't want to sing it, though. I might get copyright. I really want to play it, but it would definitely get a copyright strike. We're chilling. AJ, thanks for the $5 super chat. New streamer gimmick requesting extra credits for premium voices like OnlyFans. 304s and their Bluetooth pink toys, so I've been told. Well, I wouldn't know what you're talking about, AJ. You sure do know look like you sure look like you know what you're talking about, so I'll take your word for it. But I don't know. I don't know if I wish premium voices was like, I wish you could pay for it one time and then you had all the premium voices, you know? I think it running out is a wee bit sad. I could understand, okay, you pay more for premium voices and now you have premium voices. Or, you know, and if you buy the product, the standalone product, you start out with 50,000, you can test them and then have and then, you know, when you run out, you can upgrade and then have them indefinitely. I don't know. That's just my thought, but that is looking good. What's OF? V1 has XP singing competition, I know. Josh FSD, what's going on, my man? The Speedbed. Can you watch an in-flight movie on the TVs? That would be cool. Well, if you overlay it. It's because it costs them more to generate those. Interesting. It's like auto-renewing payments. No, I'm not saying auto-renew. I don't know how I don't know how it works behind the scenes, but they have obviously done their research on it. But I would say, you know, I could totally understand, like, what is it, $30 for standard? You get 50,000 tokens of premium voice. When you run out, you can upgrade for $60 or whatever, and then you have indefinite premium. But
Los Angeles Center.
They're only charging what it costs the back-end AI provider to generate those premium voices. That's why it's... oh, okay.
Swift Flight 1914.
Yeah, I'll turn it down. Okay, so Tutco, that's what it is. So he says they're charging what it costs the back-end AI provider to generate those premium voices. That's why it's a one-time, because there is AI in the background. I see. Okay. I see where we're going now. Now it makes sense. I thought it was just all recorded voices, but I guess you're right. It has to be AI generated. That's crazy, man. What time? What freaking times we're in? With time, AI will get less expensive. Yeah, for sure. Landshark, what's up, man? 11 Labs is the voice provider. Very interesting. That's him as extra premium voice. Yeah, it also comes with the side of identity theft. I gotta be honest with you. You guys are gonna think I'm saying this just because I'm banned from VATSIM. I'm really not. If I wasn't a content creator, I would not use VATSIM. I would just use Beyond ATC because it's what I want. It's ATC enough, but it's all focused around you, right? Because it's your flight. So, I don't know. It's neat. I do like VATSIM for the group flying aspect. That's really it. That's the number one there. The group flying aspect on VATSIM is really cool. The way you can have the model matching and everything. But I think if I wasn't an airline pilot, maybe I'd be more into VATSIM because you're it's definitely immersive. There's no doubt about it. VATSIM is definitely immersive when everybody's on. It's not too immersive to contact the center to get clearance to taxi. Like, I don't really top down, bottom up, whatever it's called. I never understood that. But I think if I wasn't an airline pilot, I think I'd be maybe more intrigued in it. Have I activated? Have you activated air traffic? I have, Chris.
Los Angeles Center 126.35. Have a good one.
But I forgot on this flight. Oh, that's us. Contact LA Center 2635 7 Sierra Delta. Have a good day. I didn't turn it on in the flight things. What is it in the flight configuration? So, and I can't change that without restarting the flights. That's my bad. I got to get used to having my flight configuration multiplayer on. Who's this? LA Center? LA Center, good morning. November 877 Sierra Delta, level 430. Oh, this song is a vibe. This is the new Citation 10 song.
Los Angeles Center, copy.
What is this? Oh, this is another ooey song. I feel like this type of music, you got to listen to this type of music when you're flying a Citation around, or any type of corporate jet. Is your Beyond ATC linked with FSLTL? Yes. So it populates traffic, and the model matching is FSLTL, AIG, and FS traffic. That's how I have it set up, 1, 2, and 3. And it populates them good, man. You get populated traffic, and it takes the real-world flight routes from when you log in. So it's like it's legitimate traffic, which is pretty cool. Jeremy Harvey, good to see you, my man. I wonder how Pilot Edge Network is doing these days. Jeremy, I thought about it. So Pilot Edge is a great training tool. Like if you're looking for confidence in speaking on the radio for real world application, get a subscription of Pilot Edge for a month or whatever it is, and use that to practice. It will help you become a better communicator on the radio. There's no doubt about it. I would consider Pilot Edge a real world training tool. It's not. You can definitely use it for flight sim because it is fun. You have guaranteed coverage everywhere you go, but you're talking to the same guy most of the time, or gal, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I would definitely put Pilot Edge more in a pilot training tool. I missed a membership from Aviator Nick, 37 months, my man. It's been a while since I last caught a stream, but congrats on the 50K. Thank you so much, Aviator Nick. I appreciate the support, dude. We're going to do a 50K celebration stream after Airbus training. So after this stream, y'all, we're gonna have to hit the Airbus hard. I was hoping we'd be in the BFU, but I'm running out of time. We need to start hitting the flight training, recurrent training streams now. Once that's complete, we'll kick off the 50K Euro Tour, probably second week of August. All right, because I got my daughter's birthday next week, and then I'm going to training. So things are going to get a little bit tight on time, and I want to make sure I get some streams in on the Airbus doing the recurrent training stuff. So maybe no BFU for it. Maybe I'll throw in a little TOLUS. But second week, we'll then kick off our 50K sub. We'll have a vote up there for the aircraft. Should we fly the Citation 10 to Switzerland? What's 3,500 miles from Switzerland? Could we leave New York? Start off a 50K sub tour in a Citation 10? Watching live from a 321 Neo? Nice, Ashton. It needs to be the Fearless, and you know what? I know Diabetic Lad. It'll probably be the Fearless, let's be honest. And the good thing about the Fearless is we got autosave. So if anything bad happens, we're locked and loaded. Steven, if I take it to Switzerland and meet you there in a Starship, yeah, buddy. I should fly the old retro Scandinavian livery with Dragon. Nice. We need a Falcon 900 to take. Josh, what? So where's that Falcon from Contrail? Right? Isn't Contrail making a Falcon? How do I compare it to Say Intention? I don't have Say Intention AI. I'm not. From what I've heard.
77 Sierra Delta. Contact Los Angeles Center 132.3.
LA Center 32.3, 7 Sierra Delta. Good day. From what I've heard of Say Intention, I don't think it's very interesting. It's not what I'm looking for. LA Center, good morning. Citation 877 Sierra Delta, level 3. Correction, level 430. Beef, Jesus, had to feeling the V1 vibe today. Had to throw my Stetson for the next leg. Nice.
Sierra Delta, Los Angeles Center. Copy.
Mickey G says, maybe I'll finally re-download the X-Plane for Fearless. I know it, I know it. Problem is, if we fly X-Plane, I'm going to have to get back on VATSIM. And they're going to just stream snipe me again, so I might have to VPN it. I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure I'm IP banned now. Because I only have 2 burners left. The last time, as soon as I connected, it got banned. So I only have 2 burners left. Then I have to make new ones. Hello, Captain. Beyond ATC or CA intentions? I'm going to say Beyond ATC. You know what, Ivan? I don't know. Is Beyond ATC X-Plane compatible? That I do not know. Is it sense to buy this aircraft? 100%. This airplane is worth every bit of $30, my man. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It's worth every bit. It's a fantastic airplane for $30. Whatever happened to talking to the guy in charge of VATSIM? I do got to send him an email. I'll send him. I have it for it's just it's just the president of VATSIM. I'll send him an email. I still have to do that. That's the other term. But here's the thing, Steven. So I got to thinking. I don't know if you guys saw that video of, I think it's called like the dark side of VATSIM. And, well, I think there is some, I don't know, maybe there's some stretching in that video. The guy's got a point. There is, for a service that's asking for identification, I'm obviously old enough and wise enough that if I were to submit an identification card, I would block out any pertinent information. But what about these kids that aren't, right? And then they submit ID. There is no proper handling of ID. It's legally not properly collected. So what happens to the people that don't protect themselves and they just submit identification? So I think it's a principle thing. Contact LA Center 132.85 November 877 Sierra Deltas. Yeah. Yeah, and they keep it indefinitely, which is not right. Excessively salty, and that's what I'm saying. So like, I might word the email like, you know, I don't know, because I don't know. What am I just gonna? I want them to excuse me, which, well, they probably wouldn't, but I don't know. I feel like something's got to change there. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. LA Center, good morning. November 877 Sierra Delta, level 430. Start the email with, do you know who I am?
November 877 Sierra Delta, Los Angeles Center.
Yeah, the Primus has done very well, Kerfuffle, yeah. Your dream is a high-fidelity Gulfstream. You're going to be waiting for a long time, I think. And Andre, you know what? While I think the trolling has gotten less on VATSIM, it's so refreshing to not have my ears blowing out with some random microphone that's turned up to 1,000 stuffed down some guy's throat, or have someone on there. And this is no shot to young kids flying flight sim, but like to have a kid that's just blocking the radios, doesn't know what he's doing or talking, like it really just kind of, I don't know. It's just like kind of, I don't know. It's just like, ugh. You know, and you're going to get that with any online network type thing, but it's been very refreshing to not have any of that with Beyond ATC. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just chilling and vibing. I don't know, man. I like it. I really do like this program. I just think it's funny, Paxman, that they went to the length of stream sniping me. Like, because it wasn't an IP ban at first. Because I would be able to stream, we'd be mid-flight, you know, and then someone would check on I'd get a mic from LA Center, would send a DM, so like, respond to this, and then I would respond to it, and then they would ban it, and then they did the other one in flight. So like, the fact that it resulted to that is really kind of like, come on, really? It's not like I'm out here trying to troll the network. Beyond ATC needs to simulate mad pilots not getting Bravo clearance for ultimate realism. Andre says, the reason why I left VATSIM, I want to be able to get up and use the bathroom without asking for permission. Amen to that. Amen to that, Andre. And Steven had a good point, too. You get service anywhere on Earth, guaranteed. Look at this jet. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, LA Center Mike definitely did, Oscar. 100%. LA Center Mike, 100%.
United 2045, contact Los Angeles Center 132.3. Have a good one.
Dougal, and that's where I'm at, Dougal. And it's like,
Center on 132.3, United
I don't,
2045.
somebody, you know, there was contact made at the expo, you know, and somebody said that they would sort it out for me if I email this guy. But now I'm thinking, Dougal, like, well, I don't know. One, I don't know if they would. Number two, I just don't know if it's a principle thing, Dougal. I totally agree with you. I don't want them to excuse me and then just keep operating the same way. I think it's got potential to be dangerous. Contact LA Center 127.1 877 Sierra Deltas. Yep. LA Center, good morning. November 877 Sierra Delta, level 430. London Heathrow to Dubai. Nice, man. What's up, dog?
November 877 Sierra Delta, Los Angeles Center.
Well, Fred, so here's the thing, man. Multiplayer. I didn't have it on this one. But multiplayer with Beyond ATC, we did it yesterday, which was pretty cool. We're going to start thinking about our descent here. We're getting close. We're cooking. How's our fuel? 2,900. We're burning 1,000 aside, so 2,000 pounds an hour. That's awesome. And we're only at 43. I heard if you get to 47, you burn half the amount of fuel that you burn in the mid-30s. Zippy, this is your song? G-Force or Gale Force, what's up, man? Yeah, I've got two stream chats. So you're on the chat that's optimized for mobile. You're on the flight tracker cam over there, my man.
Center on
Too many handoffs in this ATC. That's real. It's real world center changeover points. That's how many you get. Yeah, Steven, that's true. Steven, is there any oceanic... So how does it work, Steven, on Beyond ATC? Have you tried it, like going across the ocean? I think Beyond ATC is getting ready to pop. With their next update, or with... So I don't know if it's the next update or not, but if they can come through with CPDLC and VFR, I think that's really gonna pop them off in a positive light. Is it Beyond ATC like the AI one? Correct, GeForce. Yeah, I'm using Beyond ATC right now. Correct. Yeah, we're at 430, Adrian. We're at 430. Next will be the GSX update, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Yeah, for the GSX. Yeah. I tell you what, GSX is like a bad habit when you... I don't know if I'm the only one. I can't be the only one. I like what GSX is trying to do, and I get it, especially for airline. If you only fly airliner stuff, you know, it does add a sense of life around the airplane. But for me personally, with some of the headaches that I had from GSX, being GSX free for, 6 months now, it's nice. It's nice. I got nothing against it. It's just... What I wish I could do now is get rid of the tug stuff. Like, you know when you're on the GA ramp and you got the guy that's standing in the tug right in front of your airplane that you have to taxi through? I want to get rid of those guys. So they're working on Oceanic too. Okay, so yeah, could you imagine Beyond ATC with CPDLC, Oceanic, and VFR? I mean, you got your bases covered. Zippy's got your schedule for PSA, going to DFW a few times. Nice. Well, I'm going to Cancun tomorrow, Zippy, so... Should we do our landing challenge tomorrow? Cancun landing challenge. I don't know if you guys want to challenge me, because my last one was 18 feet per minute. All right. We're approaching TOD. We'll let this song finish, and then we got to go to work. Down into SoCal. Trying to get a good tail view. It's kind of cool too. Captain Simp, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. Beyond HC will be on the DTM list, the dead to be list in 6 months. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I can't foresee why I would put it on the dead to me list. Thank you, Captain Simp. Appreciate you. We'll start the timer. 6 months from now, it'll be November. The Cancun trip is becoming a V1 personal shuttle flight. Exactly. As long as Umberto doesn't acquire Beyond ATC, we'll be fine. Oh my gosh. Six months will be late January. Oh, you're right, Steven. Math. Thanks, dude. 7 and 6. 13. Yeah. All right, my bad. Any issues to hop back on Aveo for some live coverage? I probably will at some point. I have it still installed. ZKN, we're on our way to San Jose, California. Yeah, Doom, I've discovered that. So for improper vectors, we'll just kind of do our own thing. Oh yeah, 6 Charlie. It was just because you put a dot something in there. I thought it was a link. Iveo premium burner account for EU2 or Turk. It wouldn't work because I'm pretty sure I'm IP banned now. I tested it the other day. As soon as I log in, like a minute after I log in, it gets banned. I only have 2 burners left. Then I have to take that test again. So I probably have to VPN it. I don't know if that'll work though. All right. I think we should pause the music.
UPS 9771 Heavy.
Get to work here.
Center. Expect Ziggy 8, runway 26 right.
Yeah, full flap sim uses a VPN.
Ziggy 8, runway 26 right. UPS 97.
All right, so we're approaching Avenal. Let's go ahead and pull out the charts here. Let's go back to airport. San Jose, arrival. Silicon 6. Silicon 6, the bottom is Clyde at 4,000 feet. If we get a descend via, we got some speed and altitude restrictions in there. Which if we put you into MFD map, zoom said range down, and then skip through the fixes, that all checks up. It's linked up perfectly. All right, and then from there, it's going to be the ILS 30 left, or yeah, ILS 30 left into San Jose from Clyde. Pin that one. 110.9, 306 final approach course. I believe this will auto-tune. We're going to see if it auto-tunes this time. The minimum descent altitude is going to be 257 on the Barrow.
November 877 Sierra Delta.
We'll set 260.
Expect radar vectors. ILS runway 30 left.
We'll expect radar vectors ILS 30 left, 877 Sierra Delta. Actually, I want to see if they give us Silicon 6. I didn't. Did I not file that? I didn't file Silicon 6.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Contact Los Angeles Center 124.15.
Contact LA Center 2415, 7 Sierra Delta. LA Center, good morning. November 877 Sierra Delta, level 430.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Los Angeles Center.
LA Center, November 877 Sierra Delta, request Silicon 6 arrival.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Mineta San Jose landing runway 30 left.
We'll see if I can. I want to see if I can get him to do a star change.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Mineta San Jose
I was supposed to
landing runway
acknowledge that.
30 left.
I think I've confused him. Are there lines on the map for radio coverage? If you look on SkyVector, you can definitely see different sectors. So we're getting fast, or we're getting high. We need to start down here.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Los Angeles Center.
I can't respond to this guy. It's like, it bugged out in approach change. let's just go down. I'm going to pause it and let's just start down. We don't want to get high. Johan Jacobs, thank you so much, my man, for the 10 gifted subs. Very, very kind, sir. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you. If you pick up a membership from Johan, make sure you shout him out. Say thank you. VNAV, we need a, I want to try to catch up to this here. Slowing down to go down here. Are those unlock lights armed? No, it's just a sunlight. But Johan Jacobs, thank you again, man. Appreciate you, dude. All right, I'm going to try to catch up to this vertical path. Let's see if we can't do that. I'm going to reset the... So this is my first time with the experimental beyond ATC. Probably go back to the standard. It seemed a little bit more responsive. Not sure. But we know we don't have to listen to the T, which is good. Oh yeah, I see that now. Alright, I'm gonna load it back in. Trox is at 40, low 26. Come on, baby. LA Center, November 877 Sierra Delta, flight level 370, descending 4000, Silicon 6.
November 877 Sierra Delta, reset transponder. Squawk 5020.
5020.
5020 in the box. November 877.
Hey, Zippy's reading it back.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Oakland Center.
I got Zippy reading the radios now.
November 877 Sierra Delta, request approach change.
Here comes our vertical path diamond. We'll catch up to it here.
November 877 Sierra Delta, roger, say approach.
Request ILS runway 30 left, November 877 Sierra Delta.
V-path is captured.
Sierra Delta, you're already assigned ILS runway 30 left.
Alright, cool.
Unable.
Alright, Zippy, you handle the radios.
November 877 Sierra Delta, contact Oakland Center 126.9er.
Center on 126.9er, November 877 Sierra.
Can we get flight level change to get a 7,000 nosedive? No. I don't know. I wonder if they need to adjust the drag at all in descent, because it doesn't seem as slippery as I thought. But I don't know. I have to ask John Kellgren.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Oakland Center, roger.
All right, we're on the vertical path. The 6,000's at the bottom. Was it 6 or 4? Clyde's at 4. And we told him 4, right? Ah, that's the one thing I don't like about using that EFB. You get a big stutter when you load the charts. All right, 4,000 at the bottom. Power's coming back. We're Trox inbound. We just met the restriction. As we descend down, we'll throw the passenger seatbelt signs on. And we'll set landing elevation of basically 1,000 feet. We'll get the cabin rolling down here. It's actually sea level.
November 877 Sierra Delta, turn right, heading 320 vectors for the approach. Turn right, heading 320.
I'm going to stay on the arrival,
Sierra Delta.
which is basically because I'm not going to listen to them. I'm going to stay on the arrival.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Contact NorCal approach 120.1.
Contact NorCal approach, November 877 Sierra Delta.
You're going to check the Beyond ATC handling a Paro approach later? God, good luck, man.
877 Sierra Delta. Good morning. Flight level 2.
Well, the good thing about it, Vodka, is like we already kind of mentioned, is you can kind of disobey
77 Sierra Delta NorCal approach.
some wonky instructions and it doesn't get mad at you.
Radar vectors for ILS runway 30 left.
Altimeter 300 for expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30 left, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Oh, man.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Descend maintain 7,000 feet. Altimeter 3004.
Descend maintain 7,000 feet. Altimeter 3004, November 877 Sierra Delta.
We'll set 7 for the bottom right now. All right, 260 in the barrow, 7 is set. We're coming down, looking good. The FO sound could be less robotic. It's a zippy robotic. Yeah, Andre, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if there's, I'd have to test it again, but I'm pretty sure it would struggle a little bit more coming down with, you know, with the excess speed. I'm jealous to see you flying this. I threw my back out like an idiot trying to mount a giant monitor by myself. No, Jeff. Dude, we call it Faviano replay cam now, dude. It seems to be working. Appreciate the tutorial link tips. I still think I'm doing one thing wrong, but I got it to work a little bit yesterday. Man, hopefully you get better. You know what sounds like a good medicine for throwing your back out is sitting down and flying some F406 and some Citation 10. Surely you can sit in your cockpit chair. Does that hurt too?
November 877 Sierra Delta. Turn right. Heading 005.
No, I'm going to stay on the arrival.
Turn right, heading 005.
I hope you get better quickly, Jeff. That's a bummer, man. Was the monitor for flight sim or for TV purposes? I kind of want to see how this airplane does on the star. I mean, it's bang on the VNAV right now. We got a level at 20 coming up, but it may not actually level. We'll see. It's doing a really good job. Oh, look at this. There we go. That is bang on right there. That is real life. I'm just vicariously watching the stream. Monitor was for flight sim. Ah. Bummer, dude. I fell off a ladder climbing in a Beach 99, and I hit my back on the nacelle, and man, dude, it's only happened a handful of times since then. But there are some days where like I'll tweak something and reactivate whatever I did there, and I am stuck in one position. Like it's not fun, man. Hopefully you'll be up and running in no time. Rock City Strong, what are your thoughts on the plane? Should I buy it? Should it be a buy in your hangar? Yes. Yes, dude. For $30, this airplane is a steal. It's a steal for $30, man. They focused on all the right things, I think. Somebody said that earlier, and I would agree. We got look at the texturing here, the CRTs, the sunlight. The modeling and texturing is beautiful here, especially in the cockpit. Outside view is just awesomeness. Don't look at my tail number, that's my fault. It used to be a normal thing for me working on the ramp trying to move a AAA can on a K loader by yourself. Like you can move 4,500 pounds on some tracks. Gale Force, what's up? Just noticed you're a real pilot. Someday I want to become a pilot. Good luck on your flying, dude. Thank you, Gale Force. Appreciate you. But not wanting to be a Debbie Downer, loving the Citation X streams. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm so addicted to it, Jeff. I rarely fly on my home PC. Like, rarely. Last night I did a flight in the Citation 10 on my home PC because I'm just that addicted to it, man. Yeah, you can see the fan going right here. Yep.
Sierra Delta, turn right, heading 025.
She's going to keep vectoring us to 025. I'm going to say no. I'm going to see if she'll give me direct to Clyde.
025, November 877 Sierra Delta.
November 877 Sierra Delta, request direct Clyde. It's on the ILS. We'll see.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Lando is behind you.
Not Lando.
Direct Lando.
I'm going to do Clyde. Center, November 877 Sierra Delta, request direct Kilo Lima India Delta Echo. Maybe I have to select it. Let's see.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Keynes is behind you. Unable direct to Keynes.
Jeff, yeah, I've watched a lot of speed tape films. I haven't watched their new stuff, though. There's a couple new ones I haven't watched yet.
877 Sierra Delta, request direct to fix.
Zippy, ask him for direct Clyde, will you?
November 877 Sierra Delta, Roger. Say fix name.
It's all behind me. It doesn't have something in front of me. It has the waypoints behind me. I'll cancel it. I think that's my bad because I didn't file Clyde. Trox was the last waypoint filed.
November 877 Sierra Delta, Roger. Direct to request canceled.
Yeah, I should have. If I would have filed the star, it would have taken it. But I didn't file the star, so that's my problem. You already binged all of it? Nice. You met those guys on the ramp? They seem super chill, man. I binge watched those when I'm in overnights, and I haven't done an overnight in a while. So I've been waiting because I know they released a couple new ones, and I've been wanting like kind of in a series. So I'm waiting until I get stuck on another overnight, probably on my next trip out to training. Yeah, Tender. Fastbird, SIDS and stars, and get into almost any airport. Agreed. Called the DC-9 shitboxes. Nice. Seven Dot. I highly recommend this aircraft, man. For a $30 price point, you can't beat it, man. It hand flies. And I tested this at my home PC too. Without force feedback, it hand flies great as well. So it's not just the fact that I have force feedback masking the actual flight model. It hand flies really good, even without force feedback. That's the marinest layer I've ever seen, Joe Plains. I know, man. Look at this. Welcome to NorCal in the morning. Marine layer. Oh, my juice.
November 877 Sierra Delta, turn right, heading 015.
Turn right, heading 015, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Now, will it do a speed decel to 250 here as we go through 10? Yep. There is no speed limitation on the speed brake. Let's go ahead and get the camera out. We'll get the speed brake out. Go ahead and put this camera back in this mode. No Gale Force Productions. This is all default 2024, my dude. All default. Minus the airplane. Lights are coming off. Engine sync is off. Passenger safety is going there, and recogs are coming on. APU we could start it. We're not going to worry about it today. Yeah, Zack Attack. Absolutely, man. Look at that. Get you inside the window there a little more. Even though I like being outside of the window, there's a realistic view. Or my favorite is up here, a nose camera. I can't wait for Sim Update 3 since I don't run beta builds. Can't imagine getting better than this. I know, Jeff. All I want is to not have a laggy control input thing. I'm so tired. I want to bind up the Learjet. I can't do that. I want to make custom profiles for all my other, for this airplane, like bind up a bunch of other extra stuff, but I can't do it in Sim Update 2. I just can't do it. Is that an altitude alert? We're going to keep going to 4,000.
November 877 Sierra Delta, turn left, heading 320, intercept the 30 left localizer.
Turn left, heading 320, intercept the 30 left localizer, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Localizer is 110.9, that's hard tuned already. Or that auto tuned. We'll put the bearing on 1.
Descend, maintain 4,900 feet.
Descend, maintain 4,900 feet, November 877 Sierra Delta.
4,900.
November 877 Sierra Delta, 16 miles from Jenny's, turn right, heading 335, maintain 2,700 until established, cleared ILS runway 30 left.
Loc is armed, glide slope is armed.
Turn right, heading 335, 2,700 until established, cleared ILS runway 30 left, November 877 Sierra Delta.
I think 24 will be my next sim with these clouds. It's SSG, man. That's what I'm telling you, dude. It's hard to beat it. It's hard to beat the visuals. The environment, not just visuals, it's the entire environment that you're flying in. I'm going to keep going down to 4th. Oh, 3007 is set. Speed brake, we're 250. Let's go flaps 5. And I'm going to take over the thrust levers. Auto throttle is off. So it should do a needle swap automatically. This is something we haven't tested, though. We're going to try it. I'm going to see if it'll do the needle swap to green needles on the approach. We could probably have, we have terrain up, all right, good. Go flaps 15. So Boris said that you couldn't even hear the flaps unless you put your head on the motor. So that's why the flap sounds are super quiet. It's just how it is. It'll do the needle swap? Alright, let's see. Gale Force, I like them all, man. There it is. Look, Loc V path. Now we won't get a glide slope because that's a Microsoft Flight Sim.
November 877 Sierra Delta, established on final approach.
November 877 Sierra Delta, roger.
We never did perf. Landing. No, perf. Landing. OAT 15. Winds are calm. All right, 112, 118. I heard you can go for what is it? 130, no matter what, because 130 is your heaviest. That's your max landing weight. VREF is 130. So some guys do 130, or it's going to be your calculated VREF plus 10 for your VAP speed. All right, recording is on. Sounds are up. She's going to capture. Look at that, beautiful capture. We'll continue to slow down here. Looking for 130. I'll bug 130 as just kind of a extra speed bug. Beautiful capture. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to hand fly. So I don't have my autopilot bound because remember it was giving us issues because sim update 2. So there's no way to undo it. We'll just do it that way, which is probably not proper. I'm not sure though. All right, we'll continue to slow. We're flaps 15. Gear is still up. We're looking good. Is it this green IRL? It does seem a little extra green today, doesn't it? I noticed that coming out of Scottsdale. It seemed a little extra green.
November 877 Sierra Delta. Contact San Jose Tower 124.0.
Contact Tower 124.0. November 877 Sierra Delta. San Jose Tower, November 877 Sierra Delta, ILS runway 30 left.
November 877 Sierra Delta, San Jose Tower, wind tree 40 at 9er, runway tree 0 left, cleared to land.
Runway 30 left, cleared to land. November 877 Sierra Delta.
All right, we're clear to land. All right, altitude set 4,000.
Skywest 6271, San Jose Tower, wind tree 40 at 9er, fly heading 100, runway tree 0 right, cleared for takeoff.
Flight heading 100, runway 30 right. Cleared for takeoff. Skywest 6271.
Spirit Wings 2521, contact NorCal departure.
Contact NorCal departure. Spirit Wings 2521. See you.
We'll take it down to about 2,000 feet, and then we'll configure fully.
30 right. American 1019, runway tree 0.
2,000, gear down.
Wait.
Flaps 35, landing flaps.
American 1019, San Jose Tower.
What's our VREF 123?
9er, fly heading 130, runway tree 0 right, cleared for takeoff. Fly heading 130, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff. American 1019.
Wind check.
Skywest 6271, contact NorCal departure.
Contact NorCal departure. Skywest 6271.
Wind tree 40 at
That's awesome. It did a wind check for me. All right, 340 at 9, so a little bit of quartering headwind there. 123 on the speed. We're trimmed out like a glove, man. Freaking love this airplane. Where did all these trees come from? I feel like I haven't had this many trees in the sim before. Did I change a setting? There's no way I've had this many trees in the sim. I must have changed the setting.
Alaska 1079, holding short. Runway tree 0 right.
Oh, look, I can see Alaska hold short down there.
Alaska 1079, San Jose Tower, wind tree 40 at 9er, fly heading 090, runway tree 0 right, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 090, runway tree 0 right. Cleared for takeoff. Alaska 1079.
All right, so you actually need forward pressure on the nose before you get your reversers out. It's kind of a counterintuitive. Power to idle, come up to the speed brakes. As soon as they kiss, speed brakes, reverser, push that nose down, fly it down, hold that nose down. .65 knots.
November 877 Sierra Delta, exit left at Lima.
Exit left at Lima, November 877 Sierra Delta.
November 877 Sierra Delta, contact ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7, November 877 Sierra Delta. Take care. November 877 Sierra Delta. Request taxi to the ramp.
November 877 Sierra Delta, welcome to Mineta San Jose. Save parking or advise if need assignment.
Let's see where we're going. Let's just go. Oh no, there's a million ramps. Let's just go straight ahead.
Allocated ramp, please. November 877 Sierra.
No, I was just thinking. I was doing my after landing checklist, man. Professionals.
877 Sierra Delta, ramp 247 taxi via Juliet, Victor.
Juliet Victor.
Ramp 247 via Juliet, Victor, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Textbook. All right. Yeah, I was trying to look at a chart though.
3339.
All right, there's Juliet. Here's Victor. There's a couple corporate jets over there. We'll go park by those guys.
Over to Tower 124.0. Skywest 3339.
This is the Orbix San Jose. I don't know why I have a pink center line. I wonder if it's not quite compatible yet.
Contact San Jose Tower 124.0.
Over to Tower 124.0. Skywest 4088.
I guess we should start the APU. This must be, yeah, I think this is why I uninstalled the Orbix San Jose, because it wasn't quite compatible. Or may have two sceneries going. Maybe I have two sceneries going. Look at all the Southwest jets over there.
11, gate 1 tree, request pushback.
Look at that. They're all in the proper spot, too. You got Southwest, you got American United down there at the end, a Hawaiian.
Delta 811, San Jose ground, pushback.
All right, do we want to park next to, what is that, a Sovereign thing? It's not a Sovereign. We got another thing over there. I kind of want to go to the Atlantic FBO. Let's go to the FBO. What the hell? $3,500 miles. XL8 Gaming.
Skywest 3431.
The FBO has cookies. Let's go there.
Request pushback.
Look at SkyWest taking off. All right, we're going to get back out on Victor. Hopefully he doesn't yell at us.
3431, San Jose ground. Hold position for traffic.
Oh, look at that. Freaking Santa. Look at taking off. Love it.
Hold position. Skywest 34.
Yeah, Andre, thanks for the reminder. I will, I'll pop it up here.
Skywest 3431. San
Go ahead
Jose
and
ground.
turn that off.
Face southeast. Pushback approved. Face southeast. Skywest 3431.
APU generators online. Ooh, is this the FBO here? Where's the cookies at? Oh, there's Atlantic over there. We'll go to Atlantic. Atlantic FBO, November 877 Sierra Delta. 877 Sierra Delta, Atlantic, ahead. Yeah, I just want to make sure you've got 2 large SUVs for us, and we're going to be getting 4,500 pounds of fuel. 7 Sierra Delta, Roger. Yes, we have both SUVs waiting for you. The marshals will be out front. And copy 4,500 pounds of fuel.
Delta 811, request taxi. Delta 811, runway 30 right taxi via Zulu, Alpha 1. Runway 30 right taxi via Zulu, Alpha 1, Delta 811.
Brakes are set. APU is up and running.
SkyWest 3431. Taxi for departure.
SkyWest 3431, runway 30 right taxi via Zulu, Alpha 1. Runway 30
All right.
right taxi
Welcome in to San Jose.
SkyWest 3431.
Oh, I left the taxi light on. Gosh dang it. All right. That's all she wrote, chat. Welcome to San Jose y Maneta. Let me do a couple of things here. Let's go back here. Let's go ahead and close beyond ATC. Just one flight here. Yeah, man. Let's see. I'll close that. Let me see Valanta. Landing rate. Or not. Stats. Oh, really? 164, 1.01 G. Right in the touchdown zone. All right, so that looks good. We'll get rid of you. Atlanta's dead to me. I guess you could. Well, you wouldn't put the cover on right now. We would take 4,500 pounds and head back. But let's go ahead and watch the replay. So for replay, we will close the door. And we'll put the engines in the run position. Put the lights back on. And I think that's all that matters, right? We'll put the ground light on, recogs on. Let's see what happens now. We'll launch replay mode. Turn the parking brake off. Just gonna run the trim for a minute. Gotta let it load in here. Feel like we need to fly this into Teterboro? Oof. That would be spicy. Any more flights? I don't believe so, Zach Attack. I think we're going to end it with this one. I don't know where all these trees came from. I swear my San Jose approaches haven't been this tree filled before, have they? We do live everything. Maybe it's just the time of day that made them look. I mean, there is a lot of trees, but I mean, that's the proper amount of brown right there. Rudder curves, rudder curves. Yep, not gonna forget. Matter of fact, I could wait for it to pop up like this. I'll do it here at the end. So touchdown, spoilers come out, and then fly the nose down, full reverse. Because if you don't put forward pressure on the nose, it's real light nose, it will actually, dang, look at that landing. That is pretty freaking technical. The nose has a tendency to come up, and you don't want that because the engines are mounted way aft and high on the fuselage there. Could have had a little bit more flare, but bang on. All right, let's try a Faviano replay mode. Hold on. So I want to put it right there. So let's go to the cockpit. Let's go exterior view. Okay. And we're going to put the camera where we want it, right here. Okay. We'll zoom in on it like so. And we go like this. We go like this, like this, like this. And now let's see. Ah, close. I'm missing something. I'm missing some type of centering feature. Always start with the showcase camera from the top menu, then hit reset. Okay, hold on. So touchdown, pause it. Showcase. How do you reset? Oh, reset. Ah, okay. And now move it? No. Oh, I want lock mode on. Yeah, lock mode's on. Close enough. All right. Yeah, Jeff knows his camera stuff for sure. All right, I'm gonna wind it back. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy a full-length replay. And that's all she wrote. I am off to Cancun in the morning. So I won't see y'all tomorrow. May or may not see you on Sunday. Possibly Monday. We'll be back in the Aerobus doing some real-world training. So, gosh, that trim is still moving. There we go. Why are we going so slow? Are we going slow? Why are we going so slow? Looks fine to me now. All right. They didn't have to make it so damn complicated. I know, Mr. Martini. I don't. The camera thing is still scratching my head. All right. Flight effects. I love this airplane. If you guys are wondering if you should buy it or not, my answer is yes. It's so much fun for $30. You can't beat it. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, rudder curves. Gosh dang it. Hold on. Hold on. Pause. Rudder curves. Hold on. It's going to take 27 minutes to load into it. Hold on. This one's for you, Andre. Just give me 10 minutes to find it. This is ridiculous. I want to talk to the Adobo guy that that let this go through. The fact that they haven't hot fixed this, I hope it cost them tens of thousands of dollars in sales. That's how frustrating this is. Still waiting. All right. Now I go to assigned rudder axis. There. That's what I'm running on my MFG crosswinds. I think it's much smoother. So I think it's much smoother. Well, the fact that they fixed it in Sim Update 3 makes me even more irritated because they didn't hot fix it. They should have hot fixed. They should have pushed the hot fix just to fix the control input lag. That's ridiculous. Take a screenshot. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right. I'm out of here now. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm V1. See you.